Hello Senior 1, let's start our revision. Number 1, when I was on holiday in the countryside, I sometimes. Here, you have to choose two correct answers. Went tricking, went on a trick, went on tricking or tricked into. So when I was on holiday in the countryside, I sometimes, the right answer is went tricking and went on a trick. Number 2, the antonyms of generous are. So the antonym here, the word antonym here means the opposite. So the opposite of generous, which one? Selfish and mean. 3, your blood dots should be measured every day. Your blood pressure. Number 4, good doctors have a dots of duty. We say that good doctors have a sense of duty. Number 5, the local dots have started a charity to help poor children in the neighborhood. So the local security, the local communication, the local technology, or the local community. Of course, the right answer is the local what? The local community. Number 6, we are in bad need for dots because the patient needs blood. So we are in bad need for a donor. To donate, of course, blood. Number 7, winning the gold medal, that's a good impact on him. We have the word impact, okay? So we have to choose verb had. So winning the gold medal had a good impact on him. Let's move to the next page. We are all responsible for our environment. So here I need a word that means protect. To protect our environment. So the right answer will be conserving our environment. It means protecting our environment. Don't leave until I dots you. Number 9, don't leave until I dots you. So do not leave until I tell you. Number 10, I'm sure he dots a lot of money. He just doesn't want to lend you any. I'm sure he dots a lot of money. He just doesn't want to lend you any. So I'm sure he has a lot of money. Number 11, lunch ready before the guests arrived. So the right answer is was lunch ready. I got used. Number 12, I got used to dots in a small office. Now pay attention that we have here got and then used and then to, okay? So the right answer will be the verb with ing. So the right answer is working. I got used to working in a small office. 13, he dots allowed to leave until he finished the report. So the right answer, he wasn't allowed to leave until he finished the report. Number 14, I was watching a film and my father arrived. This means that my father arrived dots the film. My father arrived during the film. The next page. Number 15. Dots sleeping, I had a nightmare. So the right answer will be while sleeping, I had a nightmare. Number 16. Ahmed dots a glass of milk every morning. This is part of his routine. This is a present habit. So Ahmed, the right answer is Ahmed always has. Ahmed always has a glass of milk every morning. Okay. Next one. Choose two correct answers. The first one, the driver was fined because he had dots the traffic law. The driver was fined because he had supported the traffic law, kept the traffic law, broken the traffic law, issued the traffic law, or disobeyed the traffic law. So the right answer here will be he had broken the traffic law. This is number one. And he had disobeyed the traffic law. Okay. Number two. Now, voluntary can be antonymous with. Here I need the opposite of the word voluntary. Okay. Is it plumb, compulsory, obligatory, full, or unusual? So voluntary here, you do it for free. Okay. So it's the opposite of obligatory. Okay, and compulsory. Obligatory and compulsory. Next one, if something dots wrong with the car, call the garage. If something dots wrong with the car, call the garage. So what's matching with the word wrong? If something has wrong with the car, or does wrong with the car, makes wrong with the car, or goes wrong with the car, the right answer is goes wrong with the car. Okay. Next one. You don't have the answer to answer the question as it is: social, advisory, optional, or compulsory. You don't have to answer the question. It's optional. Instructions are always put on the dots for everyone to read. Where we put the instructions? We put the instructions on the notice board. Number 6, the dots of opinions should be respected. Even if you do not like it. So the leader of opinions, the friendship of opinions, the diversity of opinions, the punctuation of opinions. Of course, the right answer is diversity. And diversity here means difference. Number 7, the old family house is dots by my grandparents. The old family house is population, polluted, or pollution. The old family house is populated. Means inhabited. Okay. Number 8. Dots isn't allowed and it's considered a crime. Dots isn't allowed and is considered a crime. Which one is considered a crime? Of course, bullying is considered a crime. The next page. Number 8, isn't allowed and it's considered a crime. We have finished this. We said that bullying isn't allowed and considered a crime. Number 9, finally, she dots how to use the smartphone. Now she can surf the net. Again, finally, she dots how to use the smartphone. Now she can surf the net. So finally, she has learned how to use the smartphone. Now she can surf the internet. Number 10, Omar dots wastes his time. Don't waste his time, isn't waste his time, doesn't waste his time, and never waste his time. Pay attention that here in the verb wastes, we have us because Omar is he. So we can't use doesn't wastes, because when I use doesn't, I have to choose the verb in the infinitive. So the right answer will be never. The right answer will be never. Omar never wastes his time. Number 11. Number 11. I have had lunch. I have had lunch. So the right answer here is already, yet, just, or so far. I have had lunch already. France and Italy. France and Italy are European countries. France and Italy are European countries. So here I don't have to add an article. So the answer is no article. No article. 13. There any information about the exam results? There any information about the exam results? So look at the word information. It's uncountable. It's uncountable. So the right answer is. Number 14. I'm very busy. I'm very busy. I have dots work to do. I have dots work to do. So I have lots of work to do. I have lots of work to do. It's the first time. It's the first time. Here with this expression, I use the present perfect tense with the word ever. It's the first time I have ever traveled alone. It's the first time I have ever traveled alone. Number 16. I need information. I need information. Again, the word information is uncountable. The word information is uncountable, so I'll choose the word some. I need some information. What's next? Let's see. Number 1. Choose 2 correct answers. The word scam can have the same meaning as. The word scam can have the same meaning as trick, prison, fraud, security, or safety. So of course the word scam can have the same meaning as, of course, trick and fraud. They are the same as scam. Number 2, ask people who have already bought the products. Ask people who have already bought the products. Don't believe. I need 2 correct answers. So please don't believe ads. Don't believe ads and don't believe adverts. Ads and adverts are the same in meaning. 3, choose one correct answer. Don't believe messages to transfer money. Do not believe messages to transfer money. They are always big. They are always big what? Of course, they are always big scams. Say and ray are 2 words that. Now pay attention. Say and ray are 2 words that rhyme, verse, poem, or synonym. Say and ray are 2 words that rhyme, of course. Number 5. The small road between the fields is covered with. The small road between the fields is covered with gravel. And the word gravel is uncountable. What is the meaning of gravel? Gravel is small stones. Small stones. Okay? Number 6. Do not the novel to the film. Do not dots the novel to the film. They are completely different. Do not dots the novel to the film. They are completely different. Do not contrast. Do not hack. Do not comment. Do not look. Do not contrast the novel to the film. Do not contrast the novel to the film. They are completely different. We have a small dots where we plant some vegetables. We have a small dots where we plant some vegetables. Now the word plot means land. So we have a small plot. It means that we have a small land where we plant some vegetables. Number 8. She had to after she had injured her leg. She had to do what after she had injured her leg? She had to run after she had injured her leg. She had to hop or she had to hop. Hop here means jump. Hop here, she had to hop after she had injured her leg. Next one. Number 9. We haven't got any cheese. We haven't got any cheese. I know I got some this evening. I know I got some this evening. So we haven't got any cheese, so this is not a quick decision. So I'm planning. So I know I'm going to buy. It's a plan. Number 10. A speech that's in the meeting by the minister. A speech that's in the meeting by the minister. Here I need a passive voice. So a speech is being given. A speech is being given. Number 11. I have decided that I dots in the next month. I have decided that I dots in the next month. This here, I have decided, it means that I made my plan. So I'm planning to do this. So I have decided that I'm going to stay in it next month. I'm going to stay. Number 12, I regret dots to the beach. It was very cold and windy there. So I regret, what is the best answer here? What is the right answer here? I regret going to the beach. It means that I went to the beach. I regret going to the beach. It means that I went to the beach. Number 13, I regret that the school trip has been cancelled. I regret that the school trip has been cancelled. It means I am sorry that the school trip has been cancelled. So I regret to say. I was busy. Does the washing up when you called. I was busy doing. I was busy to do. I was busy done the washing up. Of course, I was busy doing the washing up. Number 15. After doing the shopping, she home. After doing the shopping, she, I have after here. After doing the shopping, she dots home. I need the future simple. Here. So she will go home. Number 16. He asked Malak lunch. To prepare lunch. Next one. Number 1. Choose 2 correct answers. He was dots because of murdering an old woman. He was in prison, rewarded, taken to prison, awarded, or given. I need 2 correct answers. So of course the right answers are he was imprisoned and he was taken to prison. You can say that somebody played a dots or a dots. You can say that somebody played a suggestion, talk, trick, rule, or role. Of course, somebody played a trick, okay, or played a role. Number 3, choose 1 correct answer. He tried to dots me that I should join the school trip, but I refused. He tried to purchase, insulate, persuade, or propose. Of course, he tried to persuade me. Now, Professor Magdi Yaqub has done a lot of heart. What? Transplants, of course. Transplants. His clothes shop dots him $4,000 last month. His clothes shop dots him $4,000 last month. Earned him. Okay. Number 6. People have to follow a diet. Dots people have to follow a diet. Which one is the correct answer? Plump people. Plump people means fat people. She has gone to dots the children from the nursery. She has gone to dots the children from the nursery. Consist, contact, collect, or connect. To collect the children from the nursery. The next one. Number 8. I, my friend Salah, a big sum of money. I, my friend Salah, a big sum of money. Of course, I owe my friend Salah a big sum of money. Number 9. As a child, I always dots when I took my medicine. As a child, I always dots when I took my medicine. This is a past habit. Choose the past simple tense. Cried. He likes his daughters equally. He likes his daughters equally. This means he has 2 daughters. So he likes both his daughters equally. He dots late for work. He dots late for work. So the right answer is adverb to be before always. Adverb to be before always. So he is always late. I closed the door and dots to my bed. I closed the door, past simple, and and returned to my bed. And returned to my bed. Number 13. Aya dots 2 glasses of lemon juice so far. Aya dots 2 glasses of lemon juice so far. Here I need the present perfect tense. The present perfect tense, which has drunk. Ahmed isn't here. He dots to the club. Ahmed isn't here. He, the present perfect again, he has gone to the club. At 7 o'clock yesterday. Number 15. At 7 o'clock yesterday. So here this is a specific time, but in the past. Specific time in the past, I need the past continuous tense. The past continuous tense, which is at 7 o'clock yesterday. He was doing his homework. He was doing his homework. So the right answer is was doing. Don't go out till you. Don't go out till you. Present simple. Don't go out till you do your homework. Till you do your homework. The next page. Choose 2 correct answers. Stressed words in poetry. Stressed words in poetry. Dots the same rhythm. Stressed words in poetry come the same rhythm. Have the same rhythm. Give the same rhythm. Code the same rhythm or drive the same rhythm. Of course, the right answers are have the same rhythm and give the same rhythm. The synonyms of the word clear are, synonym means the meaning. The meaning of the word clear is, direct and obvious. Direct and obvious. Number 3, choose 1 correct answer. We all should reject. We all should reject. Reject here means refuse. Of course, refuse bullying. We refuse bullying. Okay? Dots programs can destroy the data on your computer. Dots programs can destroy the data on your computer. So the right answer is malware. The malware is the bad software, the damaging software. Okay? Malware programs can destroy the data on your computer. It's not polite to ask strangers. It's not polite to ask stranger scientific questions, legal questions, public questions, or personal questions. Of course, personal questions. The next one. Young men like the fast dots of modern music. Young men like fast what? Of course, young men like the fast words of modern music, the fast verse of modern music, the fast rhyme of modern music, or the fast rhythm of modern music. The right answer is the fast rhythm of modern music. Number 7. Dots and clothing a big family can be very expensive. Dots and clothing a big family can be very expensive. Failing and clothing, feeding and clothing, falling and clothing, feeling and clothing. Of course, the right answer is feeding and clothing a big family can be very what? Can be very expensive. The next page, number 8. The dots attacked the ship. The or the dots attacked the ship. Of course, who attacked the ship? The pirates. Pirates attacked the ship. I don't have dots money with me. I can't buy this blouse. I don't have dots money with me. I can't buy this blouse. Money is uncountable. Okay, and I don't have, of course, I don't have much money. If the garden had a white rose tree and a red moon, I'd prefer white one. If the garden had a white rose tree and a red moon, I prefer, this is a specific thing, I prefer the white one. I won't go out until I need the present simple here, until I have lunch, Next page. Oh, the bucket is full. I dots off the tap. It's full of water. So the bucket is full. This is a quick decision, and I will turn off the tap. Number 13. We forgot that's the front door. So the thieves went in and robbed the house. We forgot locked or locks the front door. So the thieves went in and robbed the bank. Robbed the house, sorry. Of course, we forgot to lock the front door. So the thieves went in and robbed the house. Number 14. Be careful while working in the garden. Avoid dots small plants. Avoid, I need here, after avoid, I use verb with ing. So avoid damaging small plants. Number 15. How dots work do you do every day? So how much work do you do every day? Number 16. He was ready in Luxor after getting married there. He was ready to live in Luxor after getting married there. Number 1. Dalia didn't have dots friends when she started her new school. So Dalia didn't have, I have a negative sentence here. So Dalia didn't have dots friends. Of course, the right answer is Dalia didn't have any friends when she started her new school. In Egypt, students in primary school have to wear uniform. The uniform, a uniform, an uniform, or no article. Students have to wear a uniform. The teacher gave us homework for the next lesson. A homework for the next lesson, many homework for the next lesson, some homework for the next lesson, any homework for the next lesson. So the teacher gave us some homework for the next lesson. What do you intend to study when you join the university? Intend here, it means I'm planning to. So I dots engineering, I'm going to study engineering. Why dots you volunteer at the new youth club next summer? Okay, this is a suggestion. Why don't you volunteer? Did you dots your arm yesterday? I have did here. And after did, I use a verb in the infinitive. So did you, of course, break. Did you break your arm yesterday? You should money to charities to help the poor. So in order to help the poor, I should what? I should donate money. The beach was really dots. The beach was really dots. So we couldn't find a place to sit. So the beach was really crowded. Next one. Have you finished dots your room yet? Now after verb finished, I use a verb with ing. Have you finished cleaning? So the right answer is cleaning. Okay. I forgot my calculator to school. I forgot dots my calculator to school. I forgot bring, brings, brought, to bring. Of course, the right answer is to bring. Basil offered me with my homework. Basil offered me with my homework. Basil offered to help me with my homework. Basil offered to help me with my homework. Egyptian cotton clothes. Egyptian cotton clothes all over the world. I need the passive here, passive. So cotton clothes are sold. Egyptian cotton clothes are sold. The dots is the natural world around us. The dots is the natural world around us. Of course, the environment, the environment. I have a new on my smartphone which helps me practice foreign language. I have a new dots on my smartphone which helps me practice foreign language. Of course, I have an application, an app, a new app. A person who writes poetry is called a person who writes poetry is called of course, he's called a poet. He's called a poet, a person who writes poetry. Number 8, a novel usually tells a dots story. Novel. Of course, the novel is a long story. The novel is a long story. Next one. Our parents usually donate blood. Yes, they always do so. Dots, your parents usually donate blood. Yes, they always do so. So the right answer here, of course, this is a yes no question. Do your parents. Do your parents. When Aya visited me, I dots my room, so she offered to help me. She offered to help me. When Aya visited me, I need the present continuous tense here. I was decorating. I was decorating my room. I remember that young man last summer when I was in Sharm el-Sheikh. I remember dots that young man last summer when I was in Sharm el-Sheikh. I remember seeing. I remember seeing that young man last summer when I was in Sharm el-Sheikh. Next one. Sorrowfully, my uncle has been ill. He was a young man. He was a young man. Can you see the present perfect here? He has been ill. Now, after since, I can use another tense. After since, I can use another tense. This tense is the past simple tense. This tense is the past simple tense. So the right answer here is, of course, since. The tennis player is dots for doing a lot of voluntary work. The tennis player is, which one is the right answer? Admired for, not respected for, interested for, disliked for. I can't use interested because after interested I need in. So the right answer will be the tennis player is admired for. Admired for. Okay? It means that people like him for doing a lot of voluntary work. The Galapagos Islands in Ecuador, the Galapagos Island, the name of some islands in Ecuador, are famous for the dots animals such as the turtles which live there. Famous for the dots animals such as turtles which live there. Unknown animals, unique animals, wild animals, or huge animals. The right answer, of course, is unique animals. Unique animals. Okay? Number 7, the police, the young man of stealing the money. The police, the young man of stealing the money. So the police excused, thanked, accused, or rewarded. Of course, the police accused the young man of stealing the money. It's taken for dots that bullying is a bad behavior, which we all must change. It's taken, this is an expression, guys. It's taken for granted. It's taken for granted means that we accept that bullying is a bad behavior which we all must change. So it's taking for granted. Okay, now wish you all the best senior one and good luck.